So, as a beginner, you might be thinking, how fast can a Pinterest account grow as a beginner, right? You start a brand new Pinterest account for your niche site, and you're thinking, well, how fast will it grow? Now, I started this Pinterest account for my first niche site, which is Sponge Hacks, back in around 2021, 2022, around there. Now, unfortunately, I didn't show, the analytics on Pinterest, and I had a 4-month video about this site and a 6-month video of this site. Unfortunately, those videos were geared towards SEO because I started Sponge Hacks as an SEO blog, and so I was trying to get SEO traffic and not really focused on Pinterest, although I did talk about it briefly in those videos. And from what I can gather is in the first 4 months, and we're going to go just through impressions at this point. We're just going to see, because the growth of your Pinterest account is based on how many views it's getting in the Pinterest world. You want your pins to be shown to many people, many audiences, to get that impression-based view, and then, of course, entice them to save your pin, click your pin to go to your blog, right? That's the whole point. But that first touch point is seeing that pin on Pinterest, and that is based on your impressions. And so my impressions at the first 4 months of this site was 30,000. Now, I can't go to my analytics because it does not go that far. It only goes up to 2023. It does not go to 2022 or 2021. So I just looked at the video, read what I saw, which was 30,000 impressions at 4 months. Remember that number, 4 months to 30,000 impressions. In 6 months, it went to 80,000 impressions. Now, I recently started several niche sites over the summer, and so it's only been around 6 months or so. I have seen tremendous growth. So I wanted to show you how fast it really does take to grow a Pinterest account right now in 2024 and 2025. It is much faster than when I was doing it back a couple years ago. All right, so let's look at the first niche site. This was the first one that I started after Sponge Hacks that I wanted to try some, strategies. So this is the oldest of the niche sites. All right, so we're looking at the impressions of my first niche site. I started it in early June. So that green bar shows that it was not on Pinterest before that. So it just starts charting it as soon as I started the account, as soon as I started pinning. Now, there is a little bit of bump right here in the beginning here, right as I was pinning, but it's not a big impression number, basically, so I didn't chart that. But here is where it started to really get impactful as far as my clicks and my traffic was 25 days after starting it was June 25th, so around 25 days of pinning with this brand new Pinterest account. I was getting about 10,000 impressions. And just a few days later, it grew substantially to 46,000 impressions. So you remember when I told you for Sponge Hacks, it took 4 months to get to 30,000 impressions, and it took only 30 days to get to 46,000 impressions by using the Pinterest strategy that I started with this site, and that was working. And it is in my Pin and Win masterclass that I have for you. Okay, it goes through the strategy for what I'm doing on these niche sites, and I wanted to show you how fast it works. Okay, so within 30 days, that's the first site. Now this particular site is not a big Pinterest loving type of topic. It's not like blogging where, Pinterest really doesn't love blogging. It's somewhere in the middle of it's an okay topic. There are some really big accounts that I saw in this topic, but they do incorporate other topics. So I don't know if this site will grow to the masses like my other niche sites, but I like this topic. I think it will do well, just, better than, let's say, my Twins Mommy account or my other profiles that I have that aren't the niche sites. I feel like it's going to be up there, like in comparison to Smart Mom Ideas, perhaps a bit more than that. All right, so I started again, it looks like July 11th was when I got the Pinterest account set up, that I got the boards and I started pinning. And, anything substantial was on August 19th. So this, like, you can tell that this was a slower growth because of the topic, because of the keywords that I was finding. It took a while to really get this started. Also, I was adding a brand new site, so I was trying to focus on it, but then not focus on it because I had the other site that I was growing. So I was more focused on that site. And then I was creating the course lessons. And so I was really busy. So I wasn't really focusing on this. So, this is what it is from July 11th to August 19th, so over a month. It did not really see big improvements until September 11th when I got like around 6,000 impressions. You can see the graph here. I didn't chart it, but it's, then it went to 20,000 in October, and then it's up to almost 30,000 currently. So it is on the upward trend, but I didn't see like a big jump until around September 11th. So from July 11th to September 11th was 2 months. So you can see for sites that aren't very heavy on the Pinterest love, it will take longer to grow, but it is growing, and it's growing faster now. Now with this site also took a little bit of a slow growth, and I don't know why, because this is a Pinterest loving topic, but I am seeing some success. The traffic exploded on this. So, even though the impressions, this is just impressions, didn't explode like that, I'm happy that the traffic did, up to like 50,000 page views in a short amount of time. But I started this site on July 14th, and by the 16th, I'd already had like 2 impressions. It really didn't see any improvement until August. So a little less than a month, I got 195 impressions, but it really started to take off by August 26th. So, a little bit over a month, it started to ramp up, and now it is ramping up. You can see by September 29th, it was almost at 50,000 impressions. So once Pinterest figured out the pins that I was pinning and the boards that I had and the designs and templates that were working for this particular site, then it started to work. Then I started to see the success of my strategy. So you can see here by September 29th at 42,000 impressions, like I mentioned. So with my most recent niche site, this is a case study niche site that I share with you in Pin and Win. So I use that new site to show you the Pinterest strategy that I'm using. So you get to know what that is, what the pins look like, the name of the URL, all of that stuff. So, I don't know if this is based on the students just clicking over and looking at my stuff or what, but I really delayed in the strategy that I was using for this site just so that I can, account for that initial bump, I guess. But I still get enrollments every day, so it's going to be a bit wonky. But it looks like that's why the graph is a little wonky right now. So you can see here around September 4th, I got 77 impressions. So from August 18th to September 4th. And then my highest so far is 1,000 at September 15th. So I believe this niche topic is Pinterest friendly. I just need to find the right angle, the right type of topics that are Pinterest friendly, because this could also be a very heavy SEO blog. And it has been for a lot of SEOs back when it worked back then, an SEO topic that really, really worked. So I'm trying to find the right topics that pinners would like. And so when you think about pinners, they like ideas-based posts, inspirational-based posts, image-heavy posts. So that's what I'm doing with this particular site. And like I said, you can see it in the Pin and Win course. So there you go. That's how long it can take to grow a Pinterest account, especially if you have a new account. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, check out Pin and Win, Pinterest marketing strategy for you. I call it a masterclass, but it's a course with a workbook, several lessons, modules that really dives deep down into this. I think it's a unique strategy of what I'm doing to grow all of these niche sites, and it's scalable. All right, so make sure you give this video a like and go ahead and check out this new Pinterest strategy that I recently found out that is helping me get even more clicks to SpongeHacks. All right, I'll see you in that video. Bye.